YouTube, B Smokehouse back with you. Today we're going to be doing some baby backs, and I've got a nice pot roast, aka chuck roast. Alright, so we're getting straight into it. Real simple cook, simple video. The only thing you need really now is some time. I'm going to go down first with some black pepper. Get the presentation side last. Alright, real simple. I'm not trimming, I'm not doing none of that. We're leaving the membrane on. Nice light coat. Put that flap up. I might cut that flap off, it's bothering me. There's the trim. Alright, and then a little bit of salt. Good for the backside. And then some of this smoky swine seasoning. Okay. Instead, get patted in. Over here, make use of some of that seasoning that fell off on the sides. And then repeat. Black pepper. Up high. Nice even coverage. Kosher Salt. This is diamond crystal. Notice I'm going a bit heavier on the meat side. And smoky swan seasoning. Alright, that's it for that. Let me get cleaned up and I'll show you guys how I'm gonna prep this chuck roast. Stay tuned. Alright, we've got a nice chuck roast. This chuck roast is only about right at 3 pounds. We're going to, again, black pepper. Enough for the top side. And nothing I'm doing here you can't do on your own. Let's get these sides. The hardest part of this may be the waiting time and the cleanup. Alright, that's enough for the black pepper. Nice coating of salt. The edges, pick all this up that's left on our papers. And we're going to finish it off with some of this Traeger beef rub. Real simple. A little bit too much. Okay. So this Traeger rub, I like it. It has molasses and chili pepper. It smells like ancho chili pepper because it almost smells like coffee. Really thin on the texture, but one of the main reasons we're using that black pepper is so we can catch some of that smoke, which would lend to a nice bark. Alright, that's all we're going to be doing to this. So now this is going to sit here on my rack. You can see I got the ribs over here. Just sit here on the rack and let these let that salt activate. Reason you want that salt to activate is because that means that salt is starting to penetrate to the center of the meat. It also means that we're going to be left with a nice wet tacky surface for smoke to stick to, and so all of our seasonings won't fall off. Stay tuned. Alright, we're rocking a little bit above 250 and climbing. This is my initial cold bed, so we're rocking a little hotter than normal right now. I've got that chuck roast in the back, and I've got my baby back strapped across here. Probably going to move these back over here to the cooler side of the grill and move this chuck roast a little bit forward. I don't want these to get burnt. We are running a bit hotter than usual right now. It's the first 2 splits I put on there, right? So as that temperature comes down, I'll start just giving this smoker 1 split. It's a fairly hot day today. We're just gonna let her roll where she wants to roll. Stay tuned. All right, here are these ribs. I'm gonna give them a nice spritz down. All right, rub's not coming off. A few of those big pieces of black pepper. Got a few on my finger, that's fine. I'm gonna wet this paper down. I am going with paper today instead of aluminum foil. All right, and we're gonna give them a nice wrap. I think we're gonna go. They smell actually pretty good right now. We still maybe got an hour and a half on these. Like the way that back's looking. I did not pull the membrane off. It's still on there. Nice, easy wrap. Don't make this too overly complicated. We're actually gonna put these meat side down and let them finish off. I will pull them off and get them glazed, but we still got a ways more to cook. Other than that, these gonna go back on the pit. We're still running at about 225 to 250. Nice low and slow smoke. Got a nice small fire established. Stay tuned. The chuck roast has been right at 5 hours. We're gonna go ahead and wrap it up. Looking pretty good. That fat is starting to render. Still got some give to it, so we'll let it do the rest here in this foil to make sure those juices stay trapped in here, to make sure we have a nice moist product. I'm more than likely going to pull this. I just made me some homemade buns, some homemade rolls, and when I get this chopped up, this will more than likely be what's going on top of my rolls. I assume this will be in the upper 190s, if not well into the 200s, 205, 210. When I pull it, I'll let it rest and then go ahead and start pulling it. This will be for dinner tonight. This is also another great brisket alternative, right? Chuck roast. I like that it had some fat down the center and some fat throughout the meat. So I'm going to put this back on my smoker at the cooler part of the grill, and then I'll see you guys when I'm getting ready to pull this off and show you what it's temping at. Stay tuned. Here are my ribs. Smelling good. I like the color that we got. I'm going to go ahead and sauce mine down. Kids like it that way. We could eat it this way, but we're going to go ahead and sauce them down with one of my favorite barbecue sauces. We're going to get them back on the smoker for another 20-30 minutes. Let this sauce tack up, and then these will be ready to eat. Alright, get them back on and bring you guys back when we're getting ready to put a plate together. Stay tuned. Alright, here are those baby back ribs. They've been resting in, I had a warm oven after cooking my dinner rolls. So we're going to go ahead and get these chopped up and wait on my family to come back. Smell absolutely delicious. Maybe easier just to cut these. Still pretty warm. I probably could have waited a little bit longer. Came a little bit too much off the bone. My carving skills need work. That membrane is crispy. Oh yeah, that's good. Still very hot. Alright, we're gonna get one. Show y'all how it looked like. Can you see that? Still very juicy. Skin on the back, the membrane crisp up. Let's take a bite. Really good. That rub along with that barbecue sauce is really good. It's tender, still moist. Guys, I'm gonna get these in a foil pan so they can stay warm. And then I'll be pulling that chuck roast off here shortly. And I'll show you guys what I'm gonna do with that. Stay tuned. Alright, here's that chuck roast. It's looking good. I like the bark we was able to get on it. Next time I'm gonna smoke this without wrapping it. I find that when I wrap in foil or even butcher paper with chuck roast, that it washes out my bark some, right? And that's where you get that peppery zing from. Alright, I don't necessarily like that, but this is gonna be chopped beef, so it doesn't really matter. I'm just gonna go in and chop this up. This is a bench scraper. Comes in handy. Comes in handy for bacon, chopping beef up. So look. Some of these I'm gonna have to get my cleaver out. Some of these end pieces are a bit harder, and that's fine. I'm gonna absolutely keep that fat in here. That's what makes all of this juicy. So those rolls that I made, we're gonna be making mini sliders with these. I'm gonna get all this chopped up. I'll bring you guys back when I'm putting the plate together. Stay tuned. All right, here's our chopped beef. I'm gonna go in and hit it with the same sauce or same seasoning that I seasoned it with from the start. A little barbecue sauce. Get it mixed up. Probably before serving this, I'm probably going to hit it with a little bit of apple cider vinegar. It'll help break up some of that fat in here, as well as provide some nice acidity. and a little moisture.